Hello, Cornerstone friends. This is Mr. Matt from Classroom 6, coming to you from my home/office. Um, and that's why I'm not wearing a mask, because I don't have to worry about germs or COVID. Okay, so today we are talking about what can you do? What can you do? All right? What can I do? And what can you do? Okay, so Isabel, that's Isabel, and Kim, that's Kim. Hold on a second. Both work at Pizza Time. So this is what Pizza Time looks like on the outside. Kind of neat, huh? All right, they both work at Pizza Time. Isabel uses the computer to order supplies, but she doesn't make the meals. That's Tony Martino's job, the pizza cook. She can't cook. Oh well, that's too bad. Kim, the other lady, serves the food to the customers. She can make the pizzas and some of the meals. Oh, she's got some skills. But then again, so does Isabel. But Kim does not know how to use the computer. Okay. June, who is Kim's husband, June Lee, who is Kim Lee's husband, is looking for work. He can run all kinds of machines, but he can't fix the machines. He can also paint houses. Oh, look at that. I spelled it wrong. That should say paint houses, P-A-I-N-T. A typo. I guess I'm not so good with the computer myself. All right, he can also paint houses. He can learn how to do other things too. All right, now it's time for the interview. What can you do? Okay, so when you fill out this form, if you fill out this form, check each box to show what you can do or think you can do. Okay? So, if you can wipe surfaces, you would click on the box, or have your mom or parent or caregiver click on the box and type an X. Okay? All right. Same thing. If you say you know how to use a spray cleaner, click on the box, type an X. I can do that. Can you do that? Okay. So I'm going to fill this out as if, I'm going to answer these questions for myself. What can I do? And you'll have to answer the questions for yourself. What can you do? Alrighty then. So let's see. Can I wipe surfaces? Yes, I can. All right. Oops. And I use a spray cleaner. Yes, I have experience using lots of spray cleaners. Index. And, I don't know. Lysol. You know. Vacuum floors. Do I know how to vacuum floors? Yes, I have used an Electrolux vacuum cleaner, a Hoover vacuum cleaner, all kinds of different vacuum cleaners. Do I know how to use a push broom? Yes. See the push broom right there? Yes, I do. Do you? Okay, so let's see. Yep, I can vacuum the floors. This is a picture of the guy vacuuming. I can spray the spray cleaner. I have a spray cleaner here? Yeah, I do. Hold on. So here's the spray cleaner, Just pull the trigger and spray stuff to clean with. Alright. Wiping surfaces, of course. You know. Can I stir? Can I stir food when I cook? I believe I can, yes. Alright, let's see. Can I use a microwave? Microwave? Yes, I can use a microwave. You have to ask yourself if you can use a microwave. Can I use a computer? Well, I'm using one right now. So, yes, I can. All right. Can you use a computer? Wash dishes. I can wash dishes. Can you wash dishes? That's a good skill to have. Yep, we're going to put that too. Okay, so to review, I can wipe surfaces, use a spray cleaner. You know, I can vacuum the floors. I can use a push broom. I can stir things when I cook. You know, with a spoon. I can use a microwave. I can use a computer, and I can wash dishes. Those are some of the job skills I have. What job skills do you have? Alrighty then. Okay, now we're on the second page. What can I do? What can you do? What can we do? Check each box. Again, we're checking each box to show you're checking each box to show what you can do, what think you can do. Can I clean windows? Yes. Do I like cleaning windows? No. Not a lot of people do, but it's a hard job, but yes, I can do it. You have to ask yourself if you can do it. Okay. Can I paint walls? Yes, I can do that. Let's see. And for painting walls, I would need a paintbrush. Paint the walls. Paint the house. Yes, long strokes. So yes, I can paint walls. Take out the trash. Let's see. Yes, I can take out the trash. Dust the furniture with like a feather duster, which I don't have an example of, or with spray cleaner like Lemon Pledge and a rag. You can dust the furniture. All right. You dust the furniture, and then you vacuum the floors because you want to wait until the dust from the furniture has fallen onto the floors, and then you vacuum. I can do that. Can you do that? Okay, let's see. Pour soft drinks from a machine. That's an important work skill to have too, believe it or not. It's great to be able to do it for yourself when you're at a place like Wendy's, and it's also great to be able to do it as part of your job. So yes, I can do that. I can pour soft drinks. Clear dishes. Clear dishes off the table like a busser would do. A busser is someone who clears dishes off the table after people are done eating at a restaurant. Sometimes the waitress has to do it if there's no sometimes the server has to do it if there's no busser there. But clearing dishes off the table, yes, I can do that. All right. Washing lettuce. Yes, I can wash lettuce. Now, you may not have as many X's as me. I've been around a long time, so I have a lot of job skills. But the longer you are around and the more jobs you have and the more you practice, the more job skills you'll have and the more X's you'll be able to check off. I'm checking these X's off to show you how to do it. Okay, boil water on a stove. Yes, I can do that. Can you do that? Okay, use sandpaper to sand wood. Sandpapers, like you sand wood to make it smooth. Sandpaper is really rough on your hands. It's very, very rough. Yes, I have used sandpaper before. Use a bottle recycling machine. That, believe it or not, that could be considered a job skill too. Okay, some places will hire people to come in and handle the recycling all day. All right. I actually used to job coach a guy who used to do that. He used to recycle bottles for a couple hours a day and get paid for it. It's a pretty cool job. Okay, so Now we're on to page 3. What can you do? And this page is concerned with what do you want to learn to do? What do you want to learn? All right. Okay, so do you want to learn to dig a hole? Actually, I'd like to learn how to dig a hole because I'm not the best hole digger there is. So, yeah, I'd like to learn how to dig a hole. Take a temperature. I could always use some improvement on learning how to take a temperature. So I'd like a nurse to show me the proper way with all the newfangled newfangled thermometers that are out there. Sure, I'd like to learn. Maybe Nurse Kathy will teach me. Cut vegetables. Okay, I know how to cut vegetables. Use a power tool. I can always learn more about using power tools. So I will definitely put that. Yeah, I'd like to learn to use a power tool. Save lives. Okay, so I know CPR and I know first aid. So those are two things that you need to learn how to do in order to save lives. And every year, if I want to continue to be able to save lives, I have to renew my CPR certification. So yes, I'd like to learn how to save lives. I definitely need to renew my CPR certification and my first aid. So yeah, sure, I'd like to learn how to save lives. Wouldn't you? Give medicine. Another valuable job skill. Okay? If you work with people who don't know how to take medicine by themselves, you have to learn to give medicine to them. To pour the medicine correctly, give them the right, you have to give it to them at the right time. You have to give them the right dose. You have to give them the right medication. It has to be the right person, and it has to be the right route, by mouth or on the skin or whatever. It's an inhaler. Those are the 5 rights. Okay, right person, right time, right medicine, right dose, and the right route. Okay, so and in order to keep doing that, like I do have a certification to give medicine in Rhode Island. It's called, in Massachusetts, it's called MAPS certification, medication administration procedures. In order to do that, if I wanted to work in the residence at night at Access Point, I would have to know how to give medication. So, yes, I'd like to learn about that because I have to every couple of years, every few years, in order to be able to keep doing it. Am I just droning on and on, or what? Well, hey. Plant a bush. Yeah, I can't say I'm the best at planting bushes, so I'd like to plant a bush. I'd like to learn how to do it. Make a meatball sub. I already know how to do that. I used to work at a pizza place called Nick's Homemade Pizza. So I know how to make meatball subs. Cook meat. I do know how to cook meat, so I'm not going to put it next to learning that. Hammer and nail. Yeah, I'm pretty good at hammering and nails, so I'll skip that. Putting out fires. I have been trained on how to use a fire extinguisher, but I could always use a refresher. So, sure, I'll learn to put out fires. I like to learn about that. Boil water on a stove. I know how to do that. I don't need to learn that. Use a bottle recycling machine. I know how to do that. I used to help a guy do that. I was his job coach. Using sandpaper to sand wood. Nope, I know how to do that. Wash lettuce. I know how to do that. You have to ask yourself these questions while you're filling out this form. Clear dishes from the table. Yes, I know how to do that. So I'll skip that too. Wow. All right, we're on to the next page. What do you want to learn to do? Page 4. Do you want to learn how to clean windows? And look at that, there's no way to put an X. How about that? So I'm going to have to put one there. So, hold on, please. Okay, I fixed the document so the boxes are in place. So answer the questions about what you'd like to learn to do, what I'd like to learn to do, what you'd like to learn to do. Clean windows. I do know how to clean windows, but you know what? There's an industrial way to clean windows too. Rather than like when you work in a department store, instead of using Windex, they have you use this like white, clingy, dusty stuff that wipe on, and then you squeegee it off. So yeah, I guess I could use another refresher on how to clean windows for a department store. Paint walls. I'm a pretty good painter already, so I'm going to skip that. I already know that. I don't need to learn that. Take out the garbage. I do know how to do that. I think I already mentioned that. Just the furniture. Yeah, more or less. I know how to do that. I don't need to learn that. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say yes for take out the garbage? No, I don't need to learn that. Silly me. But I could always learn more about cleaning windows. Pour soft drinks. I used to pour soft drinks all the time when I worked at movie theater when I was in college. So no, I don't need to learn how to do that. Retrieve shopping carts. I've never worked in a department store, so yeah, I would like to learn how to retrieve shopping carts. Why not? Bag groceries. You know, I've never worked in a supermarket before, so yes, I'd like to learn how to bag groceries. Cook pizza. No, I know how to cook pizza. And I'll tell you, I learned it the hard way too. I had a boss, whose name was Kariakos, um, and he used to yell at me when I got the pizza wrong. So I learned the hard way. So no, I know how to cook pizza. Thank you, Kariakos. Make French fries. I used to job coach a young man making French fries at McDonald's. So I did learn how to make McDonald's French fries. Oops, what did I just do? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So I don't need to learn how to do that. Sorry. Silly me. Make sauce? Yes, I know how to make pizza sauce, but there are so many different ways to make pizza sauce. Some ways are better than others, so I'd always like to learn a new way. Why not? Cook hamburgers. I do know how to cook hamburgers, but I'm not that good at it. So, you know what? I'd like to learn. Stocking shelves. Again, I've never worked in retail. Well, no, that's not true. I did work in retail, clothing retail, but I don't know how to stock shelves in like a supermarket or department store. So I wouldn't mind learning their methods. All right. How about you? Do you want to learn how to stock shelves? Mop floors. Again, yeah, okay. I learned how to mop floors, and again, I learned it from the hardest boss imaginable. Keriakos used to yell at me if I didn't mop the floors correctly too. After he showed me. This was so many years ago. That was at Nick's Homemade Pizza. Yep. Keriakos, my boss. Vacuum floors. Yes, I vacuum many floors. I don't need to know how to do that. And I don't need to learn how to mop floors. I don't know why I put it next there. I'm showing you the wrong way. Silly, silly me. Excuse me. Use a push broom. Yes, I do know how to use a push broom, so I don't need to learn that. Wash dishes. I do know how to wash dishes. I used to run an industrial dishwasher at Restaurant 99. It was another job I had in college. And I used to train my students how to use an industrial dishwasher at another school that I worked at. So it was really cool. It all worked out. All right, so what would I like to learn? Better ways to cook hamburgers? Better ways, how to stock shelves in a department store? Sure. I'd like to learn better ways to make sauce. Sure, spaghetti sauce. I don't need I don't need to learn how to make pizza. Um, I I could learn how to bag groceries. I don't really know how to do that very well. Retrieving shopping carts. I've never really done that. Wouldn't mind learning that. Cleaning windows. I could always learn the industrial way to clean windows again. All right. Well, that kind of sums it up for today, Cornerstone friends. Now, hopefully you will fill out this form and answer the questions for yourself. What can you do? Next, I will go online on Indeed.com and look at some job descriptions and see if I can do them. All for you. All right. Stand by. Okay, Cornerstone friends, so here we are again on Indeed.com, which is a wonderful search engine to find jobs. Okay, Cranston, we'll leave it at Cranston, Rhode Island. Job title, keywords, I don't know. So let's just click Find Jobs. We'll just do a broad search here. All right, and here's Wendy's, which we applied to before. Let me look at the job description and see if I know any of these skills, see if I have them. Interact with customers in a pleasant, courteous, and upbeat fashion. Smiling is an expectation. I can do that. I can be pleasant and courteous and upbeat and smile. Can you? It's a skill, it's a job skill, being good with customers. Be punctual, attentive to detail. Being punctual, that means being on time. I can do that, and I hope you can do that. Being attentive to detail. All right. That means getting everything done just right. Not missing any small parts. Okay. Attention to fine details. Friendly. Hope you can be friendly. I know I can. Willing to learn. I'm sure you're willing to learn. I'm willing to learn. Reliable. Meaning if I say I'm going to come into work, then I come into work. If I say I'm going to go to school, go to class, then I'm going to go to class. You should too. That's reliable. And above all, honest. Okay, being honest is extremely important. Okay, you don't want to tell lies. You don't want to take things that don't belong to you, especially at work. That would get you in big trouble. Get you, fired or let go. All right, let's see. Let me skip down here. Maintain a high level of personal hygiene. Okay, that means you need to take a shower before you go into work. Brush your teeth, comb your hair. Make sure you look nice and clean. Okay, because nobody wants to be waited on or served by a person who doesn't look clean. Kind of makes them not want to eat. Makes them not want to buy things from you. If you're not clean. All right. Follow food safety procedures. Okay. You'll be clean with your food too. I can do that. Can you do that? All right. And of course, following sanitation regulations. All right. Things that go in the garbage go in the garbage. Okay. They don't go on the floor. All right. I can do that. Can you do that? Ask yourself, can you do that? Can you do these things? All right. Maintain a safe working condition through vigilance and reporting. Okay, so being safe, right, at work. Vigilance means to be safe. You have to look around, make sure everything's like safe. You gotta keep an eye out. Keep your eye out. Look around. And if you do see something wrong, report it to your boss. Okay, reporting. Report it to your boss. Okay. Follow the direction of the shift supervisor and/or restaurant manager. Following directions is probably the most basic. Like, that would be like, all right, if you can't follow directions, you don't want to work somewhere. Okay, you have to be able to follow directions, so that's important. That's why we ask you to follow directions. We're trying to teach you so that you will be a good contributing member to society and a good worker. You also want to follow directions in a place like public places, like when you're in the restaurant, like especially now during COVID-19. You want to follow directions and wear like a mask, okay, and you want to keep 6 feet apart, maintain social distancing. If you don't follow directions, people don't want you in their store or in their restaurant, okay? And if you don't follow the manager or shift supervisor's directions, they're not going to want you to work with them. So you have to follow directions. That's important. All right. Well, that's all we have time for today, Cornerstone friends, and next comes the song. Okay, Cornerstone friends, and now it's time for the song. This is a song by an 80s group called Loverboy called Working for the Weekend. Everyone's watching to see what you will do. Everyone's looking at you. Everyone's wondering, will you come out tonight? Everyone's trying to get it right. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new romance. Everybody's going off the deep end. Everybody needs a second chance. Everyone's looking to see if it was you. Everyone wants you to come through. Everyone's hoping it'll all work out. Everyone's waiting, they're holding out. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new romance. Hey, 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 everybody's going off the deep end. Everybody needs a second chance. All right, thank you, Cornerstone friends.